Hey, what's up, guys? So, in this video, we're going to talk about masculinity a little bit. I haven't done a video like this in a while, just because I've been going through my own journey. And that journey consists of uh, just grinding. I'm in a point in my life where I am doing things necessary to set up my future for success. So, what does that look like? Getting a tech job, getting in shape, going for my master's in computer science. But I when I started my YouTube channel, I did a lot of videos related to Elliot Holtz, who is a mentor of mine. I don't personally know the guy, but he's liked my stuff on Instagram. He's even invited me to do his King Transformation thing. I just didn't have the money to do it. So I consider him, probably a mentor because I watch a lot of his videos and I ingest a lot of his content and I get his emails. So, point being is that um, the path to becoming a man, you're going to have to suffer. And you have to suffer in strength and in power. So basically, he talked about in one of his videos recently that you go through an initiation process. It's uh, the leaving of the mother and the atonement of the father, right? We live in a very matriarchal, materialistic society. So mother matter, all that stuff is kind of related, right? Um, when you're a man, you have to be strong. You have to be powerful. You have to be competent. There's a lot of things that go into becoming a man and being a man. But he also talked about, you know, every 12 years, there's an initiation process. And I remember I went through this when I was 24 years old. So it starts off at 12. You really don't probably remember when you were 12 and you had to go through an initiation process. But the initiation process basically comes from societies that had this process where they would take the boy from the mother, and they would put him with the men in the tribe. And so, with the men in the tribe, what would happen is the boy would become a man. In Jewish culture, it looks like not a bar, I think it's a bar mitzvah or something like that, right? In the Hispanic culture for women, it's the quinceañera. So there's always an initiation process in that. So when I was 12, I can't really remember, but when I was 24, I remember being about a year or so out of the Marine Corps. And the Marine Corps was very much an initiation for me. That was very much a process of being broken down and built back up into a man. I left a boy, but I came out a man. I joined when I was 17 years old. And I will never ever say that I didn't have like I would never ever say that the Marine Corps was not a good thing for me, because it was. So, but when I was 24, I just got out of the Marine Corps, and that's when I was living with a friend, and my nutrition wasn't right, and I gained a lot of weight, and you know I've I've only lost the weight once, and I actually gained it back, and I remember when I was 24, I felt lost. I felt I couldn't wrap my head around what was going on in my life, and so from 24 to 27, I was pretty lost. I mean, I was going to school, I was living with a friend, you know, um, different vices, stuff like that, uh, and then I would say probably around 28 or 29, yeah, 24 to 27, I was really lost. And Elliot Holtz talks about this. He talks about how you feel lost, how you feel scared, how you feel uh, just not there automatically. I wasn't a believer. I wasn't following my faith. I uh, wasn't following my faith. I was just lost, right? And now that I'm 30, and I'm building my life now for the first time. I can say that I'm building my life, and that's because of the help of an accountability partner. I got an accountability partner. So that's, long story short, that's basically what the initiation process is. You're going to go through that initiation process, and I'll probably go through another initiation process every 12 years. My next one is at 36, and I'm 6 years from that, or actually 5.5 years from that. So I want to be set up where I can take that initiation process and have a better outcome than what I was doing before. But I'm also a big proponent of Robert Morris' book. If you haven't gotten this book, or if you haven't read King, Warrior, Magician, Lover, I highly advise that you do, and then read this book, The King Within. And so, basically, the male psyche, right? There's one thing that I want you to understand about the psychology of Carl Jung and a lot of these guys. There's one particular distinction that I really want you to understand is the addicted lover, right? The addicted lover is addicted to pornography. He's addicted to sex. He's addicted to the love of other people. He's addicted to materialistic things. And I used to be that, and I'm still working through that. I'm still working through that addicted lover mentality, right? Because I always want attention. I always want someone to, talk to me. And so, basically, and I'm not saying that you don't deserve love in your life, because you do, but just be aware of that. You want to rise to the point where you're a king. You want to rise to a point where you are that person that has a strong masculine frame, and that frame is what women are going to be attracted to. So, I'm going to give this video some context. Basically, I'm going to read some quotes from King, Warrior, Magician, Lover. It says, the positive warrior energy destroys only what it needs to be destroyed in order for something new and fresh, more alive, and more virtuous to appear. So if you're a warrior, like I was a warrior for 4 years, I was in the greatest shape of my life. And when you're a warrior, you are someone who is virtuous, who is strong, right? Jordan Peterson says that you need to be dangerous, but able to be controlled. You need to be a monster to be able to control it. And so I think that in society, they're reverting to not having you be dangerous. They're reverting for you not to be strong. Look at what they're doing to Andrew Tate, like just all these different things, right? Because when Kevin Samuels died, Andrew Tate kind of took over the popularity. And so I think that your ability to be a man is predictated upon your ability to stay strong within yourself. Another quote that says, he says, true humility, we believe, consists of two things. The first is knowing our limitations, and the second is getting the help that we need. So, and David Dita talks about this in the way of the superior man. You have to know your limitations. You want to live on edge, but you on your edge or on your purpose, but you have to know your limitations. I would say if you don't know your purpose, you need to find it. Mine is computer science right now. And your purpose is going to change. Your purpose is going to change from, the thing that you're doing. But if you have a purpose, like if you want to start a business, right? But be strong, be powerful, be bold. I'm going to read this long quote because I feel like it's going to add some context to this. It says, this is the man who thinks too much, who stands back from life and never lives it. He is caught in a web of pros and cons about his decisions and lost in a labyrinth of reflective meanderings from which he cannot extricate himself. So this is a man that's divided. That's what that sounds like to me, is a man that's divided. I'm not here to give you advice. I'm here to tell you, well, I sort of am, but I'm here to tell you that being a man is not a bad thing. Toxic masculinity doesn't really exist. There's masculinity and there's guys that are not really masculine, right? And it's okay, it's okay to be a man. It's okay to be strong. It's okay to be that man that people go to for advice. You want to be kind, you want to be strong, right? So, for me, I've always gotten the big teddy bear kind of guy, but I'm a dangerous dude, right? I served in the military, obviously. But basically, what you want to do is you want to harness that power that's inside of you, right? So read King Warrior Magician Lover. Read Hard Times Create Strong Men. Read David Dita's Way of the Superior Man. Iron John. There's so many books. Get into a good Bible-based church. Become a Christian. You know, I talk about Christ all the time. Christ was the most, he was the epitome of manliness. He was the epitome of being that man that is, he is the epitome of being the man that we know today, just epitome of manliness. So that's really all I have to say. You know, I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to say, you know, there is always an initiation process for you in your life. There's always a powerful aspect. I'm gonna have a podcast coming out here soon, and I'm gonna interview some of my good friends that are powerful, strong men that, you know, who've accomplished things. You know, both of these guys are stronger than me, right? And sometimes I may train with them. I used to train with them, and you know, it's just understanding and knowing that you are the prize. You are you are the strength that needs to be given in order to succeed. You are the person that can change your life. Trust God, be faithful, and become a Christian. Know Jesus. Be a strong masculine man, and get after it. Right? Health, wealth, relationships is what Russell Brunson talks about. So, all right, guys, that's all that I have for this video. If you have any more advice or anything like that, put it in the comments. Thank you. Have a great day. Take care.